Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel, General Technology Knowledge. Today I would like to show and share about how to wiring the proximity sensors to PLC S7-200 CPU 222CN. Here is just an example about how to wiring the proximity sensor from the PLC S7-200 to the relay control. Yes, it means that I will connect from the proximity sensor signal to relay control and then take the contact of relay control to the input of PLC. Okay, and here is the connection terminal that I already connected the cable, and I will detail on the drawing that I already draw. Yes, in this section I will use step 7 Microwin version 4 with page 9 and WinCC flexible smart version 3 to connect and simulation with the HMI. Okay, and I will use the PPI cable connect from my PLC to my PC for communication and download the program. Okay, so let's go to the drawing detail of this section. So here is the drawing of PLC S7-200 CPU 222. There are two proximity sensor, PNP and NPN. The first one, I will connect the PNP proximity sensor type to the relay control L1, and then I will take the NO contact from L1 to I0.0. Okay, and for the proximity sensor number 2 PNP, I will connect to the relay number 2 and then take the NO nominal open of relay number 2 to input I0.1. Okay, and I will use the power supply 220 AC convert to 24 volt DC to supply to the proximity sensor. Okay, but the actual connection I will use one more NO and NC connect to the 4 inputs of PLC. For relay number 1 I will use one NO and one NC. For NO I will connect to I0.0 and NC I will connect to I0.2, and for the relay number 2 that connect from the NPN proximity sensor, I will connect to input I0.1 for NO, and for NC I will connect to I0.3. Okay, so we can go to step 7 Microwin version 4 with page 9 and which is flexible to create a new project for test with the actual. Okay, so this is just example about how to connection the proximity sensor NPN and PNP. Yes, so we can follow my drawing to connect to the PLC. Okay, so right now let's go to our software to create a new project together. So let's go. Okay, so right now I will use step 7 Microwin version 4 JV page 9 for create a new project for so the signal of the PLC from proximity sensor, and the second software I will use WinCC flexible smart version 3 that connect with the HMI IE700 version 3. Okay, so first let's go to step 7 Microwin. Okay, so first let's go to communication to test the communication between our PLC and PC. Yes, so first let's go to set the PC PG interface. Okay, I will choose the PC PPI cable. Yes, for Windows 64-bit we must choose the PPI cable patch for communication. Yeah, right now I will use the Windows. Yes, 64 bits operation Windows 7 CV-1. Yes, so after install the step 7 Microwin, we must install the PC PPI cable for patch the connection. Okay, so let's go to set PG-PC interface, and I will choose the USB because right now I already connected the USB cable from my PC to the PLC. Yes, and then choose communication. Yeah, double click to check the communication. Yeah, okay, right now it detects one CPU 222CN. Yes, real version 2.01. Yes, so communication is okay, and then we need to create the program for show the status of the proximity sensor, right? Okay, I will zoom a little bit. Let's go to option, tool option. I will zoom to 10 or 12. Yes, like this. So first we need to read the proximity sensor. Yeah, example, read signal from proximity sensor number 1. Yes, so for proximity sensor number 1 I use I0.0 and I0.2, right? Okay, so I0.0 we will come here I0.0. Yes, I0.0, it is the NO, right? Contact of proximity sensor number 1. Example, I will turn on the Q 0.0. Yes, and for NC contact, right? NC contact I connected to the I0.2, right? So I will choose NC I0.2, turn on the Q 0.1. Okay, and for proximity sensor number 2 I connect to the I0.1, yeah, for NO, and I0.3 for NC. Yes, so here I can use NO I0.1. Example, turn on the Q 0.3, and one more for NC I0.3, turn on the output Q 0.4. Yes, okay, and then we can compile the program and then download to the PLC. Okay, I will stop the CPU and then run the CPU back and we can online. Okay, so right now let's see all output is turned off because the proximity sensor is free, no object to touch them. Yes. So let's test together with me. So if we touch the proximity sensor number 1, yes, let's see the output is turned on and the PLC is turned on also. Yes. Okay. For number 2, okay, turn on also. Yes. The stator of the PLC is turned on also. Yes. Number 1, number 2, and if we touch together, yes, it will turn on together. Okay. So we need to show the signal on the HMI. Yes, the next step. So to create the signal on the HMI to show the all this signal, let's go to HMI Software, WinCC Flexible Smart version 3. Yes. And I will create a new project and I will choose the S7-200 IEV3. It is made with my hardware. Yes. So I will choose it. And then first we need to create the connection for communication between PLC and HMI, right? So let's go to connection. Example, PLC S7-200. Yes. And for the driver, I will choose Simatic S7-200 because right now we connect to S7-200 CPU 222. Yes. And here I will choose DP. Yeah, because we use DP cable. And here I will use IF1B because we have only 2 slots. One slot is Ethernet and one more slot is COM port, right? Okay. And for baud rate, I will use 9600. Yeah. And for address, the PLC is 2. Okay. So this one we can comment as communication between PLC and HMI 700 IE V3. Yes. And then next we need to create the tag, right? For tag we have I0.0, I0.2, I0.1 and I0.3, right? So I0.0 and I0.2 is for signal proximity sensor number 1. So proxy 1 NO, yes. So it will start from Boolean. So I0.0, yes. And next proxy 1 and C I0.2, right? Yes. And for proximity number 2, we can copy and then paste. And we just change this one to number 2 and start from I0.1. Yes. And for this one also, we can rename this one to proxy number 2 and C and start from I0.3. Okay. And for the status of output, we have totally 4. Q0.0, Q0.1, Q0.3. This one should be Q0.2, right? I will rename this one to Q0.2 and this one Q0.3. Yes. Then I will download again. Actually, we can test the proximity sensor, easily. So this one proxy 1 output, right? Example out1, the boolean, and Q0.0, right? Okay. And for the out2, Q0.1, and for proximity number 2, can copy and paste and rename this one to be proxy 2 out1. So Q0.2 and this one proxy 2 out2 Q0.3. Yes, and then we can create the stator, right? Okay, so I will choose the text file, example test proxy MIT sensors with PLC S7-200 CPU 222. Okay, and then I will change the background of the HMI to be this color, and then change this one to be yellow color, and increase the font size to be 22. Yes. Okay. I will change to 21. Yes. And then I will create the signal, example this one for proximity sensor number 1 input, and for this one is output. We have two outputs, right? Proximity sensor number 1, we have two output for NO contact and NC contact, right? So I will choose two output. Yes, and I will change this color to be red because it not on, right? Change to be red. So this one is proximity sensor number 1. So proximity sensor 1 input. I will change to be white color. Yes. And then change this take to be 12. Yes. So this one for input, and this one for output. Yes, like this. Okay. And for proximity number 2, yes, I will put like this. And for proximity number 2, we can copy from here. Yes, drag and drop, and then change this one to number 2. This one number 2 also. Yes, and then we can create the color animation for change the color when the proximity sensor is touched. Yes. So the first one I will configure for signal proximity sensor number 1. So this one should be 2 signal also, right? I will put like this. Maybe put like this. Okay. And then copy again. Okay. So the first one is I0.0, right? So color animation, proxy 1, NO, right? Input NO. Proxy 1 NO. I will change to be green color when it has action. And this one also proxy 1 NC. Yes, I will change to 1 green color also. And for this one is proxy 1 NO. Sorry, proximity sensor number 2 NO. I will change to 1 and change to green color. This one also proxy sensor number 2 NC. I will change to 1 and change to green color. Yes. And for this one is signal proximity number 1 output, right? So proximity number 1 output 1. I will change to green also. Actually we can delete and just like this. And then we can change only color to be output 2, right? And then we can copy. Yes, this one for proximity number 2 output 1, and this one proximity number 2 output 2. Yes, and then we can save the project. PLC S7-200 proximity sensors. Proximity sensor. Okay, so I will maybe I will change the logic a little bit. Change this one to NO. Yes, for easy to see the status. If we put like this, it means that this one is green and this one is green also, right? But the output is red. Yes, so maybe I can change this one to be I0.2 for NO. Yes, So I0.2 is NO, and then delete this one also. I0.3 is NO also, and then I will download again. Okay, and then start the CPU. Yes. So when start the CPU, let's see the status is on. Yes. Because I0.2 and I0.3 is connect with the NC of relay. Yes. So when node touch the object to the proximity sensor, it will turn on. Yes, because we connect with NC. Yes. And then I will download this project of HMI to the real HMI. Yes. So before download, let's check the HMI first. Yes. So let's check the communication first. So first let's turn on the power for HMI. And then go to control panel, and then go to transfer, and go to enable. Yes, first we need to enable the internet and remote control. Go to advanced. So here is the IP address of the HMI for communication with the PC for transfer. Yes. So 192.168.20.4. Yeah, it is the HMI IP address. Yeah, and then let's go to OK and close. Yes. So we need to enable like this, and then close, and then click transfer. Yes. And then we can check the communication between our PC to the HMI. So we can ping 192.168.20.4. Yes. So it shows like this. It means that we can communication between our PC and our HMI. Okay. So we can click download, and then fill the IP address of the HMI. So 192.168.20.4. Yes. And then click this button to download. And click yes to confirm download. Yes, so wait a moment for downloading. Yeah, download finish and start the screen. And then I will connect the communication cable to the PLC. Yes. One connect the HMI will show the status. Yeah, I will show. Yes, let's see the HMI is show the status of proximity number 1 and number 2. Yes. So if we put any object to the proximity sensor, Yes, the signal will change, right? So let's test. I will put the proximity sensor number 1 first. Okay, let's change. Let's see the signal is change, yeah, between input and output. Yes. Yes. And for proximity number 2 also it change. Yes. It change. Yes. So communication between PLC and HMI is working properly. If I put two objects, yes, it will change two. Yes. Yes. So this is just example about how to use the proximity sensor connect to the PLC S7-200. So I think if everyone would like to use the proximity sensor to control the project, yes, we can follow my drawing, yes, that I already show in this slide. Yes, if we have input, we can take the input to the PLC and then we can create the program for test, right? So thank you very much for watching my video, and if everyone have any question, please kindly drop comment under my video. I will reply soon. And I would like to request all of you to like, share and subscribe my video also to get more notification and more new videos that I will create step by step. So in this time I would like to say thank you very much again and see you next videos. Bye bye.